for a good part of, don't know, 32 years of my life, especially when you get to your kind of teenage years, 20s, whatever, you really kind of go around life thinking that you're, all that, because I did, all that. But I don't think I was negative, because I've always been quite a nice, sweet person. But I think there were things about me which, if I didn't change, then even now as a person, I don't understand why a man would want to be with me. Because it's beyond what you look like. It's beyond how sexy your body is.
Yeah.
It's about, and it's not even about, if something happened, you can take over the business. It's about what qualities are you bringing to the relationship.
Yes.
And it's also about knowing yourself as a woman and really embarking on that, if I was a man, would I want to be with me? And I don't think a lot of women ask that question. So I'm not knocking women. I'm not doing that. But I'm saying for me to get to a place of talking like this, it's that education, that soul searching, that realization that we are not perfect, and whatever has kind of confused our mind in this Western world or whatever it is, we need to realize that we are doing ourselves no favors. Almost. What's that saying? Hoisted by your own petard, shot by your own gun. You understand? So I always openly admit, for me to have got to this place and to be in a good relationship, it came through me changing myself. Do you understand? And the work I had to do. And I think that unfortunately, even some of my friends, they're not in a position, or they haven't put themselves in a position to have those honest conversations with themselves. They don't want to hear it.
Why?
Fear, anxiety, lack of confidence, low self-esteem, lack of awareness, lack of education. What you focus on, you become. So if you focus on just looking pretty and buying the best makeup and looking good on Instagram, that's it. That's what you got to offer the world. If you focus on, why am I here? What's my existence? What's my responsibility to the world? To my family, to my friends, to my workplace. When you start looking at yourself as somebody different, you start then thinking differently, behaving differently. You become that person.
I think it's interesting that you said that. Yeah, I think it's interesting that you said that women have to ask themselves, would they date themselves if they were a man? And you had to ask yourself that question. And then it's like, you were like, actually, maybe I wouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't date myself. But like you said, that takes introspection. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of the time, a lot of women are taught that it's always someone else's fault. It's never their fault. It's always someone else's fault. So a lot of women have always got an excuse for, the reason why things go bad and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, well, accountability is a thing, and men have always got to take accountability. Like whenever a man's not being accountable or not taking, we know he's this. He's a deadbeat. He's a dog, he's a this, and people know when men are not taking accountability. When men start saying, you know what, you're not a good woman, you should do that. Oh, it's sexism. Oh, it's misogyny. It's like, oh, hang on, how do we get there? Because we take accountability all the time, and we take it on the chin, and we say, all right, cool. Sometimes men do that. But a lot of the time in these days and times, women are not ready to be critiqued, because I said, I think for the past 5 decades, they've been told that you can do no wrong. You're a queen, you're amazing, you're this, you're that, don't worry, you can get everything.
Some are,
No, but the thing is, I'm not saying there aren't. There are some. But I'm saying a lot of women that don't hold those or those qualities are just soaking up that, all of those positive, affirmations. And it's like, well, you're not actually that. You've got some work to do. Do you know what I mean? You've got some work to do.
Absolutely.